Hello everyone. In this video, we will go through the syllabus of GANITA PRAKASH new grade 9 math textbook. There are so many changes in the new book. So let us see them. There are 15 chapters in this new textbook. They are Chapter 1, Coordinate Geometry, Chapter 2, Introduction to Polynomials, Chapter 3, Number System, Chapter 4, Introduction to Euclid's Geometry, Axioms and Postulate, Chapter 5, Lines and Angles, Chapter 6, Sequences and Progression, Chapter 7, Triangles, Congruence Theorems, Chapter 8, Mensuration, Area and Perimeter, Chapter 9, Algebraic Identities, Chapter 10, Foregons, Quadrilaterals, Chapter 11, Circles, Chapter 12, Linear Equations in two variables, Chapter 13, Mensuration, Surface Area and Volume, Chapter 14, Statistics, and the last Chapter 15, Introduction to Probability. So now let us go in depth with each chapters. Chapter 1, Coordinate Geometry. The topics covered are brief history of coordinate geometry, 2D Cartesian coordinate system, distance between 2 points in the 2D plane, which is actually there in grade 10. That topic now it is in grade 9. Similarly, midpoint of the distance between 2 points in the 2D plane, that also taken from grade 10. Now the next chapter, Introduction to Polynomials. So the topics covered, algebraic expressions, definition of polynomial, degree of a polynomial, introduction to linear polynomials and applications, exploring linear patterns, modeling linear growth and linear decay, linear relationships, visualizing linear relationships, slope and y-intercept of the line y equal to ax plus b. In this, some topics are not there earlier, so they are included here. Now the next one. So here identities are not there. Identities are in a separate chapter. Earlier, this polynomial included the identities, algebraic identities also, but now it is a separate chapter. Now let us go to chapter 3. Number system. Earlier number system was the first chapter. Now it is the third chapter. In this topics covered, introduction to rational number, representation that rational numbers on number line, density of rational numbers and its proof, finding rational number between any two rational numbers, decimal representation of rational numbers, introduction to irrational numbers, and proof of irrationality of root 2 and root 3. In these topics, up to this last one, all were there already existing. This proof of irrationality of root 2 and root 3 is, it was in grade 10. Now it is included in grade 9. That is the change. All other topics were already there in grade 9. Next one, square root of spiral. That also already there. This proof of irrationality of root 2 and root 3 is taken from grade 10. Chapter 4, Introduction to Euclid's Geometry, Axioms and Postulate. I think that is same as the existing grade 9. History of geometry, constructing a square with a given side as described in the Baudhayana's Sutras, discovering Euclid's definitions, axioms of measurement and rules for geometric objects. That is already existing topic only. Chapter 5, Lines and Angles also as per the existing book. Rays and angles, measures of angles, intersecting lines and angles, pair of angles, theorems and examples on intersecting line, theorems and examples on parallel lines. That also already there in grade 9, the same thing. This is entirely new. Sequences and progressions. In that sequences, some part is taken from grade 10 and some part is taken from grade 11. So topics are introduction to sequences, explicit or general rule of sequence, recursive rule of sequence, arithmetic progression. That is taken from grade 10. Visualizing an AP, practical context leading to AP and all, sum of us 10 natural numbers, everything is that chapter arithmetic progression, grade 10. From that some part is taken, and the geometry progression, it is taken from, it is grade 11. Nth term, visualizing GP, practical context leading to GP, applications of GP in fractals and Tower of Hanoi puzzle. So these are a new chapter introduced in grade 9. Next one, chapter 7, triangles, concurrence theorems. That's the same existing grade 9 book. It is the topics covered: practical applications and uses of triangles, conditions of concurrence of triangles and their proofs, theorems on triangles, propositions and converse of proposition. That means one condition given. If P is like this, then Q will be like that. That comparing one condition given based on what will happen to other condition. That is meant by these propositions and converse of proposition, and problems based on applications of theorems on triangles. This already existing topics only. Maybe little difference will be there. Otherwise, almost all these topics are presently there. Next chapter, mensuration, area and perimeter. So mensuration also, there are two chapters are there. Area perimeter, one chapter, and the surface area volume, another chapter. Earlier it was combined and it was just one chapter only, and only surface area volume were there. Now it is split it into two parts. Area and perimeter one chapter, and last it will come surface area volume. Okay. So here topics covered. These are all non-topics only. Perimeter of shapes, circle, introduction to pi. This all already done in smaller classes, grade 7 and 8. So continuation of that. In that, this length of an arc. Then that is a length of an arc actually taken from grade 10. Then here, area of shapes, rectangle, parallelogram, triangle, already learned that. Heron's formula, that's already there in grade 9. Then squaring a rectangle, that's a new one. Proof from Baudhayana's Syllabus Sutras. This is a new one introduced in grade 9. Now area of circle derivation, area of sector of circle. This is from grade 10 topic. A length of an arc and area of sector of a circle, that were there in grade 10. It is now introduced to grade 9. Then Brahmagupta's formula for the area of cyclic foregone. Heron's formula is a special case of Brahmagupta's formula. That also new one. Heron's formula for triangles already there. So this is a new topic introduced in grade 9. So these are the little bit changes coming in this chapter compared to the existing. Clear? Now next chapter, exploring algebraic identities. I told you, the polynomial chapter earlier, these identities were a part of that chapter. Now it is two different chapters. So in algebraic identities, revisiting algebraic identities, visualizing identities using geometrical models, factorization of algebraic expression using identities, more identities and their applications, visualizing factorization of quadratic expressions through algebra tiles, factorization without using algebra tiles, finding new identities, simplifying rational expressions. Earlier, this was included in with the polynomial chapter. Now it is separate chapters. So little more added into that. Next one. Chapter 10. Foregons, quadrilaterals. In existing now, it's a quadrilateral is the chapter name. Now, little bit improvise the heading. Topics covered. Properties of parallelogram, important theorems related to parallelogram and their proof, midpoint theorem and applications, understanding the notion of central symmetry in the context of parallelogram. So this is, let me say, one of the toughest chapter in the existing grade 9. Children find it a little difficult. This triangle, quadrilateral, circles. These three chapters are a little bit tougher. In that this quadrilateral, the theorem, proof and all, little bit tough chapter. Have to concentrate more and study. But it is existing topic only, nothing new. Next. Chapter 11, circles. Circles topics also, what is there in the existing. Practical applications and use of circles, definition related to circles, center, diameter, radius, chords and the angles they subtend, midpoints and perpendicular bisectors of chord, distance of chords from the center, subtended angles by an arc, cyclicity of points. These are all already there in the existing grade 9 math, the same only. Next chapter. Linear equations in two variable. In the existing chapter, linear equation two variable, just an introduction. That's all. Very, very small chapter, just an introduction, not going to any deep into that or no graph into that. But now, in this chapter, the topics is taken from grade 10. Grade 10, the solving of linear equations two variable there. That also now part of grade 9. That is a major change in this chapter. So introduction to linear equation two variable through practical examples. Solution of linear equations in two variable, graphical representation. Slope intercept form of linear equation two variable, drawing graphs of linear equations when x and y assume only certain values. So that was not there in the earlier. Now, pair of linear equation two variable, graphical method for solving the pair of linear equation two variable. This is there in grade 10. Now, it is part of grade 9. Nature of solution. This is also taken from grade 10. Consistency and inconsistency. Then algebraic method of solving a pair of linear equations, method of substitution and method of elimination. These all taken from grade 10. Now put into grade 9. That is the major change in this, major addition into this chapter. Earlier it was a very short chapter. Now you have, it's more content is there in this chapter. Next one. Mensuration. I told you, no, this is two chapter divided. Earlier it was area and perimeter. It is now surface area and volume. So the topics are surface area and volume of sphere, including hemisphere and right circular cones. Next, statistics. Statistics topics, graphical representation of data and measures of central tendency. And in that only graphical representation were there in the existing. Now the earlier 2-3 years back, these measures of central tendency were there. Then they deleted that. Then now again it is added to this. Okay. And the last chapter, probability. Introduction to probability. Probability also, the chapter was earlier, I think from before 2022, it was there. Then after the COVID, that session 22, 23, 24, no, that year, so the probability chapter was deleted. Now again, it is introduced here. So concept of probability and randomness, probability scale, empirical probability, analyzing statistical data and performing experiments, theoretical probability, sample space and events, representing probability through tree diagram and tables. So these are the 15 chapters in the new grade 9 textbook, Ganita Prakash. Now let us see some more details of the assessment or all those marking scheme, all little more details you must know about it. Let us go through that. The course structure here. So the marking scheme you can see, number system 7 marks, algebra. Algebra, which all topics? Introduction to polynomial, sequence, exploring algebraic identities, linear equation, two variable. These four chapters in algebra, 20 marks weightage. Coordinate geometry, 4 marks. Geometry, Euclid geometry, lines and angles, triangle, quadrilateral, circles, all these together 25 marks. Then mensuration, area, perimeter as well as surface area, volume. It's 14 marks. Statistics and probability, together you have 10 marks. So total 80 marks. This is the course structure. Now next, the typology of questions. So remembering, understanding, weightage. See 54%, 43 marks. Application level question, 19. Analyzing, evaluating, creating, 18 marks. Weightage given. So this is the weightage. 54, 24, 22. This is the weightage. Now, internal assessment you already know. 10 marks, pen paper test, multiple assessment, then portfolio, then lab, practical, that's 5 marks. Now the prescribed books, that's a new book, NCERT Ganita Prakash, then guidelines for mathematics lab, then lab manual, then exemplar, but it's not updated. The present exemplar book, I think it's the old version, but whatever topics are there covered, it's a good book, lot of very good questions are there in exemplar. So you can go through it, whichever topic is there for you, you can take the questions from that and practice, because exemplar questions are of very standard and higher order questions are there. So definitely you have to practice them. Exemplar questions. Maybe the updated exemplar will be published maybe next year, no idea, maybe. Now, this is the important one. Subjects at 2 level. From the academic year 26-27, the subjects mathematics and science and their assessment are being offered at 2 levels. Mathematics and science. So the details. How the 2 level coming? Let us see. Mathematics advanced and science advanced. That is optional. Very, very important one. Don't get tensed. You'd say no, it's no optional. Advanced is optional and meant for students who wish to study additional topics beyond the common syllabus. So how it will be? So let us see. Before that, there will cover the common prescribed syllabus is compulsory for all students. Okay. And the advanced level, those who wish. Clear? Let us see the details. See, compulsory, common standard content. The 80 marks question paper is based on this common standard content. Now, those who wish to apply or try their level, they can opt optional. They can opt 25 marks. This extra questions will be given to you. 1 hour duration. See, all hot question. 25 mark hot questions. You can just attempt that for both math and science. But those marks will not be included in this mark list in the 80 mark. It will be separately given as a certificate to you. Okay, so you can attempt that, no problem. You can prepare and attempt. Then you can see what is your level. And the marking is like this. all students, whether opting for advanced or not, will appear in a common final examination, board in class 10 and school based in class 9 of 80 marks, 3 hours. In addition, students opting for the advanced level will take an additional examination of 25 marks of 1 hour at a higher level based on the prescribed content. So after finishing this 3 hours exam, you can opt for this 25 marks 1 hour extra. Clear? Thus, the examination in math and science will be offered at 2 levels, standard and advanced at class 9, 2026-27 onwards, and mathematics advanced and science advanced at class 10, 2027-28 onwards. Student can choose none or one or both subjects at advanced level. None means math advanced, science advanced, math advanced and science advanced. Like that you can opt. So a candidate securing, how the mark will be awarded. A candidate securing 50% and above marks for the optional advanced examination shall have the following recorded in the mark sheet. Additional information it will be given in the mark sheet. The advanced level has been successfully cleared. So only 50% if you get the mark, you will get this certificate cleared. So you can understand now it is a hot questions, no higher order questions. So securing 50% in that will be difficult. So this text is tentative and may vary. However, the marks obtained in the advanced examination shall not be added to the overall aggregate or total score. That will be based on the 80 marks of common question paper only. In case a candidate secures less than the prescribed criteria, maybe less than 50%, no reference to the advanced level shall be reflected in the mark sheet. Nothing will be reflected. You can just write, that's all. Clear? This two-level structure will not apply to the internal assessment of 20 marks in mathematics and science conducted at the school level in class 10. So now you already know in grade 10 for the last few years, basic math and standard math two are there. Now it won't be like that. See here the last. From the academic year 2026-27, the scheme of two levels, that is mathematics basics and mathematics at standard examination, will be discontinued. That is why they are introducing this advanced maths. Understand? So everybody will write the standard exam. Then this advanced level, those who are writing and they are scoring 50% or more, in their mark sheet, this word will be the certified. They will be certified that cleared, successfully cleared, like that. One term will be given. So seeing that, everybody can understand the child is cleared the advanced level, so capable of that. So there won't be a basic math and standard math option from the next academic year. However, the students of class 10 in 2026-27 will only continue under the existing scheme and may opt for mathematics basics as applicable in 2026-27. But after that, that is about present grade 9 children, no. They will come to grade 10 next year. For them, this basic math and standard math will not be there. I hope it is clear to you. Okay. So that's all. Thank you. And all the best for the new academic year.